China's space incident underscores urgent need for international rescue capabilities. A recent incident involving China's Shenzhou 20 crew and suspected space debris damage has highlighted a critical gap in global space safety protocols: the absence of standardized rescue procedures and compatible systems. Chinese officials delayed the crew's return from the Tiangong space station after a crack appeared in the return capsule's window, potentially caused by orbital debris. The crew ultimately returned via replacement Shenzhou 21 spacecraft, leaving behind a damaged vessel unfit for re-entry. This event, while resolved, serves as a stark wake-up call for both governmental and private space programs. The growing risk in low Earth orbit. The incident is not isolated. As space activity increases, with both state-sponsored missions and a burgeoning private sector, the risk of collisions with space debris grows exponentially. Experts like Jan Osberg of the RAND Corporation emphasize that government programs typically have more robust contingency planning, but even these are insufficient in a rapidly evolving space environment. The availability of safe havens like space stations mitigates some risks, but does not eliminate them. The core problem is interoperability. Compatible docking systems, unified communications protocols, and pre-established rescue coordination are all essential components of a functional space rescue capability. Currently, these elements are largely absent, hindering the ability to respond effectively to emergencies involving multiple nations or private entities. Standards and compatibility. A global challenge, the lack of universally adopted standards is a major obstacle. James Lewis of NASA's International Docking System, Standard, IDSS, committee points out that the U.S. is legally barred from direct communication with China on this matter, making it difficult to assess whether Chinese spacecraft adhere to international docking standards. While Russia's involvement remains unclear, industry observers suggest that continued collaboration between China and Russia may maintain some level of compatibility, at least in basic docking functionality. However, full interoperability, including power transfer, data sharing, and fluid exchange, remains uncertain without unified standards. The need for proactive measures despite the risks. Some progress is being made. Grant Cates of the Aerospace Corporation notes that China's decision to inspect its spacecraft before crewed returns indicates a growing awareness of the dangers. However, Cates cautions that reactive measures are insufficient. The incident with China's human spaceflight program is a reminder that there needs to be movement in the direction of having compatible systems, Cates said. This includes not just docking mechanisms, but also spacesuits and communications capabilities. The future of space rescue, the current situation, demands a shift toward a more integrated, global approach to space rescue. Brian Whedon of the Aerospace Corporation argues that the era of single-nation contingency planning is over. The need is now for a system that can accommodate diverse missions, agencies, and countries, requiring seamless communication and coordination. Despite the clear need, industry experts note a lack of political will to drive this forward. The logistical challenges are significant. The differing orbits and inclinations of the ISS and Tiangong, for example, make rapid transfer between stations impractical with current propulsion systems. However, ignoring the problem is not an option. The consequences of inaction could be catastrophic. The incident underscores the fact that orbital debris is a persistent threat, and that proactive inspection of spacecraft is crucial to prevent disaster. A coordinated global approach to space rescue, with standardized systems and clear protocols, is no longer just desirable, it is essential.